We're going to start in 5 minutes. I'm just going to keep playing this music. Keep joining in. Love and abundance, everyone. Join in, join in. Keep coming in. Welcome everyone that's joining in. We're going to start very soon. I'm going to keep playing this music for a couple more minutes as more people are joining in. Stay tuned. We're going to start very shortly, just a couple more minutes. welcome, everyone. Love and abundance, everyone. Look, everyone that's tuning in right now, I want you to do something really quickly for me. Before I get started, hit the like button below me, hit the subscribe button below me. Let's start sharing it with people. Let's start sharing with friends and family. I want as many people in this room today as possible. Let's start packing the room up. All right. So hit the like button below, share it, maybe comment with your friend's name on it. Let's share it with more people and let's bring more people into this conversation. This is something very close to my heart. So I'm going to start out with the first thing I'm going to say is I want everyone in this room right now to drink some water. Everyone listening to me right now, please pick up your bottle and drink some water. And I'll tell you why. Let's just do this first, and I'll give you a reason. I'll tell you why I always start out every live with this ritual. Look, I keep drinking water throughout the day. I drink a lot of water during the day. So sometimes I may not need as much water as some other people may need. They may need to take a bigger swig, a bigger drink of water. Go ahead and do that. Water is underutilized, right? Look at our body. 75% of our body is water. 85% of our brain is water. Yet we don't drink enough water. Yet we get to the point of dehydration. We don't drink enough water. We get to the point of dehydration. We can't take it anymore. And then we start drinking some water. So this is why most of us have low energy. This is why a lot of us have certain ailments like ulcers and weight gain. They gain weight because they're not drinking enough water. They have high blood pressure because they're not drinking enough water. And there's this book that was written. It's called Our Body's Cries for Water. Our body's many cries for water. And what this book says is that, look, 75% of your body is water. Why aren't you drinking more water? We're taking all of these pills. We're taking all of these medicines, especially when we get diseases. Now, what happens is these medicines are treating the solid portion of our body, the 25% of our body. Yet that 75% that's liquid is not being fed, is not being treated. And this is what water does. It goes down to that 75%, starts replenishing the liquids in your system, starts giving you more energy, and you'll feel it instantly. You'll feel it within a few hours. You just flush your body a couple of times every day with water, and you'll feel energized throughout the day. You won't need a lot of food. You can survive with a bare amount of food. Just drink enough water. Okay. That's all I want to talk about, water. Every conversation I have with people, and most of them say that they don't drink enough water. They themselves acknowledge this, and that's why I am raising the PSA. I am saying, look, we all need to drink more water. So pick up the bottle again and drink some more water. All right? All right, so that's my water ritual. So what's your story? That's the reason we're here today. This is season 3. The first season, we did a panel discussion style, had 3, 4, 5 different panelists talking about each individual topics. We had mental health, women's abuse, men's abuse, such an important topic that's not talked about enough. Then we did stuff on India, the true Indian history. Then we did yoga appropriation, the cultural appropriation of yoga, such an important topic. More and more of us are talking about this now. So that was season 1. Season 2, I said, I'm going to switch it up a little bit, start interviewing people. So we took up topics, we took up issues, we took up discussions in hard conversations and talking about stigmas, phobias, all of those good things, right? So we brought on people who were talking about Hindu phobia. We brought on someone who was talking about mental health. And this season, this season we kind of have some of the similar stories because look, this is a trend. This is something, a reality that's going on in our community. We need to talk about it collectively. It's not going to happen if you're sitting at home in your life and I'm sitting somewhere else and we're not having these conversations. So we have to have these hard conversations. And that's what What's Your Story is here for, is to talk about those hard topics. So, the idea is let's capture these hard topics. Let's capture these interesting careers that people have taken us, right? Another theme of this is, hey, Seema, how you doing? love and abundance. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Everyone that else that's there, please write out who else is here. Where are you from? Put that in the comments below as well. What this season is, another thing that we focus on is, hey, look, we want to have interesting. We want to talk to people who are in interesting careers. We've all done that doctor, lawyer, attorney stuff. I want to get exposed to things that are not normally what we think about when we're considering a career. Like, hey, let's talk about a politician. Let's talk to a politician. Let's discuss their journey. And so last season I had a couple politicians on. This season I'm going to have a couple politicians on as well. Someone from the Cerritos City Council. He's a great guy, Sam Desai. He's going to come on March 17th. And he was one of the catalysts for me starting this season. He had reached out to me a couple months ago that he's interested on coming onto my show. Someone else at the same time, again, reached out to me like, hey, are you doing that again? I want to come back on. And I was like, oh man, there's so many signs coming my way. It's time to get started. And that's what I did. I said, you know what, let's put this show together. Let's get some interviews. Let's get some people together. And let's start talking to them. Let's start having these conversations. So some of the things that I'm going to be talking about this season, right? One of them is, again, we're going to go back to mental health. This is an important conversation. Much needed. All of us have a hand in this. We have a role to play. Everyone needs to hear this conversation more often. Mental health is no joke, and let's bring it out there. So I want to talk to people who have gone through some journey in mental health, who can share something, add value to our audience that we can learn from. That, hey, if you're going through something, if you are feeling a certain way, reach out. There are people out there that have been through this. You're not going through this alone. So mental health is going to be a staple. Yes, mental health needs light on, definitely. We all need to be talking about this. Mental health is going to be a staple. Okay, the next one is plant-based. Vegan, I'm completely into this, and I'm going to share my screen and show you why. Okay, this is a statistic. This is essentially an animal clock. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, look. So here, this is a website called animalclock.org. And what they talk about is the number of animals in 2022 that have been killed thus far for food, just in the United States. It's already at 9.3 billion. Billion with a B. 9.3 billion animals have already been killed. That is a statistic. Think about that. That's for our food. So this is annual statistics. Chickens, turkeys, cattle, pigs, ducks, sheep, fish, shellfish. Annually, that's how many animals are being killed in the U.S. Just in the U.S. Think about worldwide. This is just in the U.S. So we're going to be talking about alternative leather. So it's vegan leather. And there's an apparel company that's coming out with bags with their products, and it's a travel company and amazing stuff. I use their product personally. I just recently took it on a trip. Really good. For a whole week, I was. That's all I needed, just that one bag and enough space. Great artmanship. Looks amazing. 3 different colors. We'll bring them on. You'll see it. We'll talk about their story. So vegan, plant-based is going to be a theme, a running theme throughout my seasons. Another one is, so again, going back to, vegan, another way Seema, thank you. Nice Guys Burger in Stanton. I think they're completely vegan as well. So someone who's interested in vegan, who's looking for more information, look, I would recommend going to these documentaries, watching them. I've seen some of them, not all of them. I've seen the Game Changers. If you're concerned about your health, your protein intake, watch Game Changers. This documentary was produced by James Cameron, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Jackie Chan. So definitely watch it. They talk a lot about, and there are a bunch of athletes that are featured in this podcast, in this in this documentary, The Game Changers. Definitely watch that one. I've seen What the Health. That's another one for the health. If you're concerned about dairy and your health, What the Health is an amazing one to watch. That definitely opened up my eyes on the inflammation that's being caused in our body because we consume dairy. The bloating that I felt after I eat cheese. That's not something that I want to feel all the time, right? That's not what I want to feel. So I had to cut dairy out of my system, and I feel a whole lot better. I haven't watched all of these. Earthlings, I've heard, is a great one. I've watched Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. That's a really good one. This guy goes on a journey of drinking just juice for 60 days. And he goes on the road. He talks to different people. It's very inspiring, very down to earth. You want to watch this one, Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. But there are a whole bunch of other documentaries, a list of 15 documentaries that you could watch. Definitely check it out. It's going to inspire you to move in that direction. You don't want to go cold turkey. That's okay. Take baby steps. That's what I did. I said, look, I'm going to first cut out, let's say, dairy from my diet. So I switched over to vegan milk. Then slowly I took over cheese. I cut that out. The last thing that I did was cut out yogurt. Dairy yogurt was one of the hardest ones for me to cut out. I would eat it with every meal growing up, and so I always wanted it. I wanted it when I eat Indian food, and it was hard until I found the perfect substitute. Kite Hill yogurt is an alternative yogurt, and it is an amazing, very creamy, very rich, very feels like it's the yogurt to me, at least. All right, maybe it's a little bit of taste that you have to acquire a little bit, but I feel like it's not way too far from regular yogurt. So, okay, vegan is going to be a topic of discussion. Another one is we're going to be talking to someone who's investing in startups. They're creating an investment fund, and they're going to be targeting different startups that promote ahimsa, startups that promote nonviolence, that are into looking out at the overall health of the environment, of the world, as they're going about doing their entrepreneurship. So we're going to talk about funding these different companies and opportunities for people to invest their hard-earned money, not to fund wars across the world. The one that's going on right now doesn't need to happen. Not to fund wars across the world, not to fund destruction across the world. We want to focus on investments that are clean, that are pure, that are, that we investors know exactly where the money is going, to which companies, to what they're doing, to exactly who, and we can monitor them. We can pay attention to the company, the growth, and so it's an exciting time. It's a great stuff that they're up to. We're going to be covering Hindu stories. So someone who has Amy Majmudar, who is really deep into Hinduism. She learned a lot of lessons from Hinduism, knows a lot of stories, going to share her the stories, and they're going to teach us these lessons that she learned through these stories. Look, divorce is a topic that's something that needs to be talked about more. We have a stigma against it. We shame people who are who go through divorce, especially while they're going through it. The worst time to shame someone while they're going through the worst, right? Yet we do that. Hey Kundan, what's going on? Love and abundance. Thank you for being here. So we're going to talk to someone who's divorced, and now she's remarried, happily remarried, living a wonderful life, and she's a coach, teaching other women, teaching other singles, teaching other people to go through these tough relationships and come out with a peaceful resolution, whatever that may be, right? So we're going to talk to her, a life coach. Finally, we're going to talk to, again, this is another topic. Then there's several other topics that we're going to be touching upon as well. The one that I'm interested in and excited about is this online virtual Jain Academy. This is called Arihant Academy. And essentially what they do is they've organized a university online for now. It's going to be accredited very soon. And we're going to be able to get accredited degrees from this university very soon. But for now, they're offering these amazing courses on their website. It's called Arihant Academy, Academy.com. Ariant-academy.com. Uh, Great stuff. Definitely go check them out. They just opened up their website. They're starting to promote it, and that's where I'm helping them out. They are also going to be releasing their first semester is going to be starting in April, mid-April. So very soon they're going to be going full-fledged and offering all of their courses. Okay, I'm gonna, that's the stuff for season 3. And now I'm gonna bring up some certain topics that I've been working on, certain things that I've been personally doing behind the scenes. I am not very open about things that I've been up to behind the scenes. I'll post about it occasionally. I'll post about it once a week or so. But I haven't been very open about it. So now I'm going to start sharing more and more of what I've been up to behind the scenes. One of the things is the products that really work for us up here are on this side. It's called Miracle Food, and it's a whole set of products, a whole bundle that comes with tea, with the oil, with cleansing, with book, a diet guide. Product was amazing in 2021. We saw an amazing response throughout 2021, and we have then expanded on it. We said, look, we found all of these products, and we found certain other products to add to this cleanse. What this does is it's an intracellular cleanse. It cleans your cells from the inside using oils. Look, oils are important for our body. Just like cars have oils, lubrication, our body needs oil. And what these superfood oils do is they go inside your cells, penetrate your cells, and cleanse them from the very inside. They cleanse your colon from the inside. There is 20, 30, sometimes 50 pounds of stuff sitting in our colon that needs to be cleansed. We've never, ever cleansed our colon. So now's the time to do that. That's what that cleanse does. Then we added onto it. We said, look, we found a certain other set of products that have worked amazing on us. We personally try them for ourselves first before we offer them on their store. So, we created certain products. I'm not going to show all of them. I'm just going to bring up a couple. Look, this product right here is called nascent iodine. We don't get enough iodine in our body, especially pregnant mothers. Someone who's going through pregnancy, this stuff helps your baby's IQ, help them develop while you're going through the pregnancy. Iodine is an important substance, and nascent iodine is the stuff that you can directly penetrate into your cells and affect your cells directly. So this version of iodine, there are several versions of iodine. Nascent iodine specifically is great at doing that. So you can check this out on the website. I'm going to go through the website as well in a little bit. But this nascent iodine is not commonly found. Iodine we don't really get in our diet in many different ways. Certain fruits and vegetables have it, but it's not very common. So we have to kind of supplement it and add it to our diet. So you could buy this individually, nascent iodine. There's one of them. Another one is this colloidal gold. Now, this is an amazing product. It's a nanoparticle product, meaning what happens is it, again, goes into your cell. Gold that penetrates into your cell and feeds your cell at the cellular level. So it has vital nutrients in gold. Another one we have is silver. Silver fights any kind of infection, any kind of disease, any kind of bacteria, fungus, virus, any kind of buildup in the cell. That's what the silver does. So this is our silver Miracle Food colloidal silver. An amazing product. Just recently released it. This month is literally our first time that we're putting it out to the public. So amazing products. Definitely check them out on the store. Other things that I'm into. I'm a big believer of paying attention to the signs and following the signs. So one thing that's recently happened during this pandemic, we got the sign to, we saw a lot of people suffering early on in the pandemic. People lost their jobs. People were going through, lack of income. They couldn't support themselves. They didn't have enough food at home. So we said, look, we have some funds. We have an amazing donor who was able to generously provide us their space, generously provide us donations. Joy of Sharing Foundation. Thank you so much for doing that. Also, they have been amazing. So initially we started out putting these bags together, grocery bags with all of these different supplies, rice, beans, etc. Then we morphed into providing hot meals, and we would put together these meals, hot meals, pasta and rice, that we serve into the community. We put together about 1,500, 2,000 meals every Sunday. We started this in May 2020, and we've continued it all the way through till right now. Even this coming Sunday, we're going to be out there in Norwalk, California, putting these meals together. 1,500 to almost 2,000 meals every Sunday. So for that, I really quickly want to show this video that we put together. We recently did a drive on Thanksgiving where we put together vegan meals. So I'm going to premiere this video, show it live, and then I'll talk a little bit more about the drive. So let me share my screen again and check this out.
I'm Dr. Nitin Shah, speaking on behalf of Joy of Sharing Foundation. And today we served 6,815 meals to over 30 different organizations who are serving homeless people as well as various shelters. As a Thanksgiving meal, we wanted to make extra. So we made pasta based the main meal. We had cookie and bread, and we also gave water bottles. We needed more volunteers, and we had overwhelming support of volunteers. The need still remains, and we continue to serve, and we will always appreciate anybody coming with giving their time to volunteer on Sundays, and also if anybody wants to donate to our cause. Thank you.
So that was amazing video that was created for us by a
at a restaurant in Denver handed out free meals today.
Sorry about that. So there's this amazing volunteer that came out, shot all this footage, and then put together this little video for us. So I really want to appreciate and show our gratitude to Lynn, to this videographer that put this together for us. Thank you so much. So this video kind of summarized our efforts and what we did on that one particular day, but we've been doing this for, oh my gosh, we've been doing this for so much, for another 18 months since, 19, almost 2 years now. This May 2022 will be 2 years. So guess what? We have to raise funds for this. Every year we're putting together about 150,000 meals. That about $1.50 each. So that comes out to almost $200,000, right? We have to raise $200,000. Some of it has already been raised. We're about $30,000 short now. So we are collecting funds. I'm going to go through my website. There's a link on my website where you can donate for this cause, and we would appreciate any donation, whatever the amount is. We have a GoFundMe link. I appreciate any kind of donation. All right, so I'm going to go to the website in just a second. Before that, there's one more thing that I want to talk about. So another thing that I'm putting together is this course, a digital course, my first time ever putting together a course. This is called What's Your Story? So, you know, Deepak Chopra had this, I watched this video recently of Deepak Chopra on the Oprah show, live national TV in the early 90s. And what he did is he ran an experiment with Oprah live on national TV, amazing guy. What he did is he said, look, I'm going to give you, Oprah, I'm going to give you this string with a weight attached to it. Here you go. Hold it and hold it steady. Extremely steady. Don't move. Okay. Throughout this experiment, you're not going to move. All right. Now, in your mind, give yourself the instruction so that this weight will move sideways. And so, so Oprah initially was like, "Oh, I don't believe this. This is not going to work. Like, what are you trying to do?" And Deepak Chopra was like, "Look, he's trying to convince her. Just trust me. Just do it. Okay, just follow along. We'll do this together." And finally, she's like, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So in her mind, she closed her eyes. In her mind, she was like, okay, I'm going to think this. I'm going to think this. And surely, but surely, it started moving. So it was like very slightly, very slightly, very slightly. And then all of a sudden, you could see it start moving. Boom, moving sideways. Then he said, move it front, back, move it front and back, move it front and back. In your mind, just give that direction, but hold your hand still. And you could see it starting to switch direction. Went from this way, starting to go this way, and I was moving front and back. And he said, okay, go clockwise. In her mind, she says clockwise, clockwise, and she imagines this, and she, says it out mentally. It starts going clockwise. And on live national TV, Deepak Chopra showed us the power of the mind. He said, look, through the power of your mind, you can control even this little pendulum. So then he says this amazing quote that I really, really enjoy, really appreciate it. He said this. He said, each and every cell in the body is listening to your inner dialogue. Each and every cell in the body is listening to your inner dialogue, is listening to what your inner voice is saying. Guess what? That inner voice, that inner dialogue, that inner conversation, that inner story is what this course is dealing with. It's called What's Your Story? And at every moment of our lives, we are living a story that we've created in our minds. Anytime you're trying to make sense of a situation, anytime you're trying to make, connect the dots between 3 or 4 instances that have happened in your life, and you're trying to make sense of the situation, well, there are thousands of different ways you could connect the dots, but you choose a certain way based on your story. And this is an amazing, interesting idea, because what's your story can transform your life just by sitting down with yourself and understanding what your story has been currently, and then working towards creating a better story. So that's something that I've been working on, putting all the videos together, the course together. But that's also on my website, and I'm actually going to take you to my website right now. And I've renovated it, kind of put new things together. Okay, before that, Kundan has a question. Is this organization on Instagram's list of nonprofits? Because then it's possible for me to go live to raise money for it, such as even creative benefits, music, poetry concert. People just pay via Instagram while on the live. That's a great question, and they're not very active on Instagram, but I'm gonna have to find out if they are have even a page on Instagram. So let me get back to you on that, Kundan. Great question. I am not 100% sure. I know they're not very active on it, but do they have a page, and can they raise funds? That's a great question. So I'll get back to you on that. Thank you. Anyone else that have questions, comments, please, please, please put them below. I would love to hear from you. We've been on for 30 minutes, and I'm going to keep going for a few more minutes. I'm just going to run through my website really quickly. Look, I have revamped it, renovated it, put some new things on my website. So I'll show you some of the products that are up there too. So really quickly, just the last 2 minutes, guys. That's all I got, the last 2 minutes. And I got a big announcement to make after this. Big announcement in my life. Everyone's going to want to hear this. I'm going to talk about it in just a second. So, look, this is to even watch this website, watch this live on my website. You can go to the drvarungandhi.com, listen to the podcast, and I'm about to set it up where you can watch this live stream on my website. Okay, the course that I just talked about, you can watch this video. You can click on this link and find out more about that course. The course is called What's Your Story? And blog posts, some information, some things that I write about. This is the video that we just played, our soup kitchen, and here's the link to donate. So if you'd like to donate, this is the GoFundMe link. It goes directly to GoFundMe. I don't keep any of it. It goes directly to the meals. The meals are $1.50 each. Every donation that you donate, every money that you donate is actually being matched by Joy of Sharing Foundation. They have committed to 50% of the cost. So your $15 will go a lot further than what you really think. So definitely please donate. We'd appreciate any kind of donation. Kundan actually donated turmeric to us, and I received your donation, Kundan. Thank you. We have it. I'm going to take it to the temple today, this Sunday, and we're going to start using it. Products. These are some of the products that I talked about. The physical cleanse are the new products that I just mentioned. Some of these little guys, they're in the physical cleanse. Spiritual cleanse is the sage, is the incense, is the energy cleansing, essential oils. All of those kits go in the spiritual cleanse. And mental cleanse is the affirmations. You see right next to me, I have "Yes, you can," an affirmation, and I have this Sri Yantra. I just have them sitting right around me, sitting in front of me. These are affirmations that I want to, bring about in my life. Yes, you can. Keep motivated. Keep positive. Um, Again, there are different ways to connect with me. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So really appreciate checking out my website. You can click on the course, check out the course, the podcast. You'll be able to watch it live on my website as well. That's another great way to check me out and everything that I've been doing. All the other links are on this webpage as well. So please definitely check it out whenever you get a chance. And if you have any questions, any feedback, I would love it. Hit me up, please. I love feedback. Okay, last thing. I have some fabulous news for my life personally. Right, I'm birthing all of these different ideas, working on all of these different projects, and they're all important for me. They're all, all near and dear to my heart, and I, love working on all of these things. But now this is my the biggest project that's coming up in my life. And okay, before I do this, I'm gonna share my screen again because I want to play some sound effects. And I don't know how to use StreamYard properly yet, so I'm gonna play some sound effects that I found online. So here we go. Let's see. Where did I find you? Where are you? Okay, there you go. Sound effects right there. So it's a celebration. This is a sound effect. We're celebrating. Look, we're celebrating. This is a announcement that the calm baby. We got a calm baby. Yes. My wife Shanika is pregnant. We are expecting a little boy in June. Sometimes I just sit and listen to these sounds in the background. Man, it's gonna be my life in the next few months. We have a baby coming, a baby boy in June. We're super excited, getting ready. We have just starting to paint our crib, starting to put the room together. That's the biggest project that's I'm looking forward to. That's coming up in my life. In 3 months, I'm going to be a father. There's a lot of prep work that's coming up in my life right now, so we're doing that. Recently, just a couple of weeks ago, I painted the whole crib. We had a wooden crib, but nothing in our room was wooden. We were going with the grays and with the sort of like an adventure theme for our baby boy. So we wanted to paint that crib gray. And so I kind of did all the work. Shanika and I, we put it all together, painted it. It's all dried up. And this weekend, we're going to put it all together. And it's going to, the crib is going to be together today. So this weekend. So super excited for that. Then we're going to paint the room, not really paint, but put up some wallpaper, adventure themed, put some love, some heart, and and it's all coming together. Super excited. That's my next big thing is to becoming a father, and I am looking forward to it. I'm sure it's going to teach me a lot of lessons that I'm openly going to share with you guys. Every day is going to be a challenge. Every day is going to be something new that I learn. I don't know what's going to be in stock with me. I'm not thinking ahead. I've gotten a lot of questions like, what are you looking forward to? I don't know. I'm just looking forward to it. Whatever comes comes my way, and I'm excited for it. Yes, probably at the Gemini baby. Looks like right now it's mid-June. June 15th is kind of the date that's given to us. So we're looking forward to it. June is the month 6th month, 2022, 22220. You add all of the twos up, you get a 6. Guess what? 666. That's what I'm looking forward to. Did I get a user's manual, owner's manual? No, I unfortunately did not get one. I hope you got one. Maybe you have your old one that I could use. I would definitely appreciate it. Maybe you're writing one. That would be really beneficial. I would appreciate that. So I'm going to stop saying Dharmesh Bhai. Definitely send me all of your prayers, send me all of your good wishes, and any advice that you have your way. I would appreciate it so much. All right, so that's all I wanted to really talk about today. We're going forward. We're putting the show together. Definitely going to be every Thursday. Most Mondays, we're going to have someone interviewing as well. We are super excited to bring on more people, interview folks, get the word out there, and share what's Indian, share what's really great about our culture, really great about our history, really great and our spirit about our spirituality. We need to talk about it more, and if we don't do it, then no one else is going to do it. So that's what the show is here to do: talk more about all of these topics that are not really being spoken about in the mainstream. So thank you so much. Thank you everyone for tuning in, for all the good wishes. Appreciate everyone. Love and abundance. I will again see you very soon. Thank you so much for tuning in.